YouTube, what's good? What's going on? What's happening? All right. Of course, it's your guy one more time, Dedra Elix Jr. And please bear with me. I am super hoarse. And why am I hoarse, you might add? Well, I went to the Jaguars and Cowboys game down here, down here in Jacksonville, and my voice got wore out from a lot of yelling and screaming. All right, but we're here. We're gonna get this going. Of course, my Smell Good family. Hopefully y'all are fantastic. Hopefully y'all are great, doing well, positive energy and positive vibes. All right, so this year, one of the biggest discoveries, if not the biggest, was the Middle Eastern wave that's sweeping the fragrance community. It's just popular now. The whole Middle Eastern thing is just popular. Lattafa, I think it's not Rojas or Versace. I think Rojas is one too. I don't know. It's just so many things going on when it comes to the Middle Eastern line. I just want to shout out my guy, the king of the Middle Easterns, Jeremy from the House of Colossus. He put me on. That's my guy for real. And you know, he really kind of guided me to get started on my Middle Eastern journey earlier in 2022. So today we have, I could have went 20, could have went 30, but these are 10 of my best pickups, my best Middle Eastern pickups from 2022. No particular order. This is just where we are. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. Up first, from the House of Lattafa, we have this. This was my first one. Yes, this was my first one. From the House of Lattafa, we have Khayyed Al Fursan. I've talked about this a lot. A lot of people talk about this a lot. But this is a pineapple bomb, all right? A sweet, fruity, juicy pineapple. Have this just richness to the pineapple that almost comes off a little ambery and vanillic. To accompany that pineapple, and this stuff is fantastic. This stuff performs on my skin. I get about 8 hours of performance. I'm not a light sprayer, guillotine boys, where you at? But this stuff is sensational. So this was the one that really kicked it off for me, and just an amazing purchase, an amazing addition, and really got my Middle Eastern craze kind of kicked off. All right. So again, from the House of Lattafa, all right, we have Khayyed Al Fursan. And anybody watching for the first time know this has nothing to do with Creative Vintage. Zero, zip, nothing to do with Creative Vintage. This stuff is really, really good. All right. Up next, man, probably my new favorite date night scent. All right. From the House of Paris Corner, I believe Amir Paris Corner, we have When Souls Get High. Get high. First of all, the presentation of this bottle is so beautiful. So well done. The little tassel, the matte black finish, the gold accents, very, very dope. But this stuff here, man, honey, rich, intoxicating, and sexy honey. That's what this is, man. You do get there's a red tobacco, a honey tobacco, white honey, cherry, a nutty note that's in here. I believe it's a almondy vibe in this thing. Amber, just sweet and just a gourmandy, just a sexy bomb, man. And the couple of times I have worn this stuff has been a compliment. Just beast, and it's a mass appealing favorite. This is unisex. Most of these are. This is unisex, and I'm pretty sure on a woman, this stuff will be probably taken to another level. But fellas, trust me, if you're looking for something sweet and sexy, something to kind of charm your lady, definitely look into this one. This is by far one of my favorite purchases overall in 2022, but definitely a welcome fragrance to my Middle Eastern collection for sure. So again, from the House of Paris Corner, I believe it's the Amir line, we have When Souls Get High. Now this is inspired by from Killian's, I think Back to Black, I believe. Most of these are inspired by something. I'm not really sure about Khayyed Al Fursan, and but that one is for sure. All right, moving along to the House of, I believe this is the Paris Corner as well, Ministry of Oud. We have Oud Satin. The first time I smelled this, I almost hit the floor. Man, this is so good. A rose, I love rose, a beautiful rose fragrance. This is inspired by, I believe, Mrs. Francis Kirkchon's Oud Satin Mood, or Oud Satin Mood. I think that's what it's called, but that's what this one is following. A jammy rose, a sweet vanilla, a nice powdery effect to this thing. Very strong, performs really well. This is an extrait de parfum, and if you love rose but you like it in a more sweeter, more wearable, more mass appealing way, this is definitely it. Definitely it for you. There's no wild oud or no wild leather or nothing in here like that. You really get rose, you get sweetness, you get powderiness, and boom. All right, it's also a creamy, has a creamy effect down in the dry down for sure. I love this stuff. This stuff is super good, man. And it really tripped me out just how good this stuff is. All right, and I think for this one I paid around 30 bucks off of Amazon, and this ain't a $30 fragrance, bro. It's not. It's definitely worth more. So again, from the house of I think it's Paris Corner's Ministry of Oud line, we have Oud Satin. Oud Satin. This stuff is alright, man. All right, let's move on to another rose fragrance. The one that just set it off, man. From the house, for rose really, from the house of Lattafa, we have Amethyst. Amethyst. This is another rose fragrance that just really kicked off the rose thing for me. This is a different type of rose. You do get that jammy, thicker rose, accompanied by, you do get a presence of oud in here. You do get that. You do get a spicier kick with this fragrance as well. This stuff is beautiful to me. It's a great fragrance, especially for me personally, if I'm out during the day and it's a bit cool out, not hot, not warm, but just a comfortable, slightly cool day. Or you can wear it in the colder days too. This is something that I'll put on if I'm out and about, and this stuff will just create a beautiful scent bubble around me. It is attractive. Every time I've worn this, I've gotten a lot of compliments from women. Women love this style of rose, and it's unisex. All right, so if women, ladies, excuse me, if you guys are out there and you're wondering, could I pull it off? Yes, you can. Most of these you can, but this one for sure, this is really good. From the house of Lattafa, beast mode performer, projector, all of that. Check. We got Amethyst. Amethyst. Now this one is I forget which one. It's cloning something from Atomic Rose from Initio. That's what this one is cloning as well. Really good stuff. And a lot of these that I have at the present state that I'm in, I'm not gonna need to get the original DNA of it, but we'll see if that changes. All right. All right, up next from the house of Armaf. All right, we have Odyssey Om, the EDP. Odyssey Om EDP. This is a crazy fragrance, all right? It definitely has the DNA of quite a few Iris-based fragrances that you love also well. Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Uomo Intense, Givenchy Gentleman, EDP, just different, all the popular Iris fragrances. This has a little characteristics of all of them, but then in the mid into the dry down, all of a sudden you get Tom Ford Noir Extreme. That's what you get. This stuff is nice, man. It's really good, very pleasant, very mass appealing, very popular. All right, this is another one that I've worn on a few occasions, man, and I've got a lot of love and a lot of inquiring minds want to know what it is. All right, so this, you can get this one right there, 20 bucks, and don't be like shook about the price, bro. Oh, it's cheap. No, I don't do cheap. I don't do cheap. Even though if I pay $10 for a fragrance, there's a reason why I have a $10 fragrance. You know, this stuff has quality to it. So don't get it twisted. This stuff has quality for sure. And when you're out and about, it don't matter no way. Nobody gonna care or ask you how much something costs. They just want to know what it is that's on you that smells so great. But this one is fantastic. I really enjoy it. From the house of Armaf. All right, we have Odyssey On. All right, man, we got 5 more halfway through the list. So let's get to the one that just banged the summer. And it's gonna bang the summer again when it comes around. I adore this stuff. From the house of Versace, we have Hawas, the ever popular Hawas. I don't care what's being said about it. It's really good to me. I have a backup bottle for it. This is my Dumb Reach summertime fragrance that I will grab for anything that I got going on when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. Because where I live in Florida, it gets about 1,000,000 degrees. And this one checks all the boxes, man. Fruity, aquatic, performs, beastly, just longevity, projection, everything. This just checks everything, man. And it's allegedly inspired by, or something was inspired by it, which was Invictus Aqua 2016. They say this one here's first. I don't know, and by this point, I don't care. I'm good with Hawas. This stuff is fantastic, man. They did a thing over there at Versace. They did their thing, man, for sure. So again, from the house of Versace, we have Hawas. Great juice, man. Great juice. The prices are down on this one, man. You can get this one for around that $40 mark. Now, get it before it heats back up, because if it heats back, when it heats back up, that's going to be $100 again, just like it was this summer. All right. All right, let's move it along to, Lord have mercy. This right here might be the Middle Eastern of the year from the house of Lattafa. All right, we have Kamrah. Man, this stuff crazy, bro. This stuff is crazy. This stuff is crazy. It's in the lines of, inspired by Killian's Angel Share, but I've said it before multiple times on this channel. You get a little Angel Share in the opening with this thing, but as this thing dries down, or in the mid to the dry down, it takes on its own. The dates really come out here. The sweetness from the amber, little boozy effect, little spicy effect from the nutmeg and the cinnamon. But this stuff right here kind of does its own thing. It performs beastly. It smells beautiful. This stuff is sexy. It is elite. An elite fragrance. That's what it is. It's an elite fragrance, and it does its own thing. This could possibly be the one, the Middle Eastern of the year, in my opinion. And I'm so glad to have this in my collection. Prices are up and down on it right now, but if you can get it, bro, get it. Just get it. It is really, really, really good for sure. All right. So again, from the house of Lattafa, all right, we got Khamrah. That stuff crazy, bro. All right, moving along. Again, Lattafa running the show today. From the house of Lattafa, we have Eternal Oud. Eternal Oud. Man, this stuff is fit for a king. A king. Rich benzoin, plum, a little bit of a slight oud effect that doesn't come off inoffensive in any way. Like I said, this is king juice. This is what I wear when it's cooler outside, when I just feel like a boss. Just a boss. Nobody else. Not even myself. Just a boss. This is what I'm pulling out. Fellas. If you're looking for something out there to separate you, and you're stepping out, man, look into this one, man. This stuff is excellent. From the Pride collection, from the top of this year, this stuff is great, man. Once again, man, I love this stuff. This is amazing. Close race between this and Khamrah for the Middle Easterns of the year for me. All right, so again, from the house of Lattafa, we have Eternal Oud. All right, a couple more left on the list. All right, up next, all right, from the house of Afnan. All right, Afnan in the building. We have 9 p.m. Of course, for those who know, this is a direct inspired fragrance from, man, I just had to smell it real quick. From Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male, all right? The difference between the two is that Le Male has pear in it, 9 p.m. has apple. That's the two. Still smell very, very similar. And from my personal opinion, I like 9 p.m. just a little bit better. If I had to choose between the two, I'm gonna go with 9 p.m. Not only is it cheaper, but it performs better. It is a rich and very quality scented, very sweet, aromatic style of a fragrance, and Afnan did their thing with this one. This stuff is great. It is great, man. I love it. Now, my bottle is not reformulated. The few times that I have worn it, I've gotten 10 plus hours of performance with my bottle. So I know there's some chatter of reformulation, but I can't speak on that. I'm not really sure. Afnan did their thing for sure with this one, man. So again, from the house of Afnan, we got 9 p.m. Man, elite stuff. All right. Last but not least, one more from the house of Lattafa. And boy, did Lattafa do their thing this year with this Pride line. I love this stuff. Again, from the Pride line, we have Shaheen Gold. This stuff is so nice. Just a versatile, man, it smells so good. Just a versatile fragrance, man, that you can do anything with. A vanilla, a lavender, a fruitiness to it as well. This thing performs. Has a little musk in the mid and the dry down. This stuff is nice. I really, really like it. I've worn it to the office quite a bit throughout the warmer months, winding up and then going into fall. But I've also worn it out and about, and it just does its thing. It's really, really good. And if you're looking for a safe way into Middle Eastern fragrances, go with this one, man. This is going to be something that when you smell it, it's going to throw you off because you're probably thinking of a oudy, leathery, spicy fragrance. This is a very versatile, very aromatic, mass appealing, complementary style of a fragrance. This stuff is really, really good. And if you're just getting into Middle Easterns, check out this one. If you're looking for something that can cover all the bases for you, look at the Shaheen Gold. I think you might like that one for sure. All right, so from Lattafa, Shaheen Gold. All right, like I said, man, I could have went with 20, 30 Middle Easterns, but that's 10. All right, those are my favorite, 10 of my favorite pickups, of Middle Easterns, man, that I got in 2022. I'm looking over there, man, because like, man, I could have put Kismet in there. I could have put Intense Man, Pure Parfum in there. I could have did all that, man, but I didn't. All right, but it's all good. All right, y'all let me know down below in the comments if you're into the Middle Eastern houses, man. If you're into Middle Eastern fragrances, let me know what you picked up this year, your favorites, what you like, what you love, what you hate. Let me know, man. Smell Good family, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man, for the support. Y'all know that, man. This video ran kind of long, but it's cool, man. So anybody out there want to be the next member of the Smell Good family, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, meet me in the comments. We can talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the art of fragrance. And the last thing, if you flip the page over, it'll tell you in the fine print that you got to splacker up. In the fine print of the application and be a part of Smell Good family, you got to be positive, okay? And you got to like and subscribe and all that, and then you just got to splacker. Take one of these here and splack, and you win.